Welcome, guys, to the stream. Hope you guys are doing well. Sorry about the very quick delay there. Sorry. I really had to set up and get some stuff done just before this stream begins, but we're all good. Luckily, the thing itself was delayed. It's a minute of silence, so we will be taking part in that just quickly now as well. I'll fix up the camera too, and we'll start the minute of silence. It's slightly delayed after theirs, but we'll still do it. So 1 minute of silence here, guys, for ourselves. And again, here we go. It's in memory of Jota and Andre Silva. Okay, there we go. That was the minute of silence there, guys. Big respect to Bayern and PSG taking part in that one. And yeah, this match is going to be underway any second now. All the players are getting refreshed up. And I will read out the lineups to you guys. Let's read them out here. Let's just get them open up. And welcome, Kieran. Welcome, Habis Faction, to the stream. Hope you guys are both doing great. And here we go. Their lineups for Paris Saint-Germain. They are going to be lining up with this. Donnarumma as the goalkeeper. Nuno Mendes, Pacho, Marquinhos, and Hakimi as the defense. Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, and João Neves as the midfield. Kvaratskhelia, Barcola, and Doué as the forward line. For Bayern München, we have Manuel Neuer as the goalkeeper. Lema, Upamecano, Jonathan Tah, and Stanisic as the defense. Kimi and Pavlovic as the midfield, Elise, Musiala, and Koeman as the forwards, and Harry Kane leading the line. The game has started as well, with PSG taking the kickoff straight out for a Bayern throw-in. 3-2 PSG. Yeah, I do agree that PSG is going to win this one. Bayern weren't looking that confident in their previous games, though, you know, never doubt Bayern out. Of course, never doubt them out. By the way, this is coincidental. I'm wearing the German national team kit. It's just the only football kit that I got this morning. I do have the Bayern and PSG kits, but yeah, I'm not going to wear them at the moment today. So yeah, pure coincidence that I'm wearing the German national team. Yeah, plus they have Harry Kane, who was back on form last game, and Jamal Musiala. Of course, Jamal Musiala is so good, and you can never, you know, not include him into a cause for a win. It's going to be some sort of free kick here for Gianluigi Donnarumma. And, of course, we're going to see a battle of the goalkeepers once again, I feel. Manuel Neuer and Gianluigi Donnarumma, both top-class goalies, really. They are the top of their class, so we'll have to see how that goes between them. Donnarumma just trying to find Kvaratskhelia. It goes straight out. It's going to be a throw-in for Bayern. Got the under minus 6.5 goals. Well, I'm hoping, you know, as well that we get some goals. I'm going to hope for you, though, now, Patrick, that we don't get, you know, too many goals. I'm sure that we're not going to get too many because both sides here will have a very strong defense, very strong goal sense as well, but the defense and the goalkeepers are very good. So we shouldn't see too many. Maybe a 2-1 would be the maximum score, I'd think. But yeah, and also welcome to the stream, Patrick. Hope you have a nice day. PSG are doing these throw-ins on purpose. Yeah, exactly. Because it's part of the PSG strategy, you know, under Luis Enrique. Very interesting strategy, to be honest. Marquinhos receiving from Pacho. Also, we'll see how Vitinha, João Neves, and Nuno Mendes do perform. Of course, they're also affected by the loss of Diogo. And that is going to be PSG now with the ball, winning in the Bayern defense. Here we go. There's a shot taken, and it just goes wide. Desire Doué just not hitting that one at the perfect point. Welcome, Yamal, to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Just that was a bad little dribble there from Elise. Just losing it, really. It wasn't necessary. And yeah, that is going to be a shot to forget for Doué. He should have hit that one on target. Neuer not having to do a save at all. It's going to be a goal kick. That's Manuel Neuer with the ball. Long ball coming out from him. And it's just trying to find Elise. Doesn't. Who I think wins this game? I think PSG will win, but again, you can never count Bayern out. Of course, you can never. It's not a sensible thing to do, especially, Harry Kane, Jamal Musiala, Elise, the best player of the tourney. I do kind of want Elise to continue here, and, for the sake of Thomas Müller as well, this is his final tournament with Bayern, so I'd love to see that. So maybe we've got a little bit more incentive for Bayern to win, but of course, I do think PSG are going to take this one, just because they've been so much better on form, technically. Kvaratskhelia now on the left side here with the ball. Let's see how Kvara plays that back to Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha, Fabian. Now over to the left side, Doué. Doué finds a nice through ball, and that is going to be cleaned up by the Bayern defense there. And yes, welcome, Yamal. And this is now back Stanisic. And lob ball by Upamecano. And now it's going to be with PSG just kicked out. Bayern throw-in. Nice and easy, tidy defense. Both teams' defense is one to watch. Also, why'd that not? Okay, there we go. Don't know why my AC didn't switch off there. Both the team's defense is nice and clean. Very good in terms of, positional play. Bayern. And any updates on Dembele? Yamal, don't know why you're spamming PSG, my guy. Let's not spam. Yeah, any updates on Dembele? Let's have a look if he's a substitute here. I think he might be. Let's have a look. Let's see. Dembele, yes, he's a sub, so he'll probably be played on Joel. I'm pretty sure that will be the case. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he'll be subbed on. He did get subbed on last game, I will say that. Probably for Bradley Barcola, he'll be subbed off. Yamal, please don't spam. Please. I will have to time you out if you spam. And it's going to be a catch by Donnarumma. And we'll just have a look at this play again here, because I was just looking at the chat before. Elise just does a nice little kick over to the left side, just caught by Donnarumma. It wasn't the best of shots, but it was a nice catch. It's going to be a throw-in now for Nuno Mendes. And it's now going to be a free kick here for Bayern. Looks like Elise might take this one. Here we go. Elise or Joshua Kimmich will take this. Let's see what happens here. The referee just telling the players where to position themselves. Ready for the free kick? And actually, Kimmich looks like he's going to take this here. He's getting ready. And it was actually Elise. It was a nice little dud there. Pass over to Kimmich. And now across. It's a low one. Back in the box. Musiala flicks that over. Trying to find Upamecano. And it's just going to be fondled out there by Fabian Ruiz. It's going to be a free kick, it looks like, though. Just Upamecano doing a little bit of a foul there. Is it? I don't know. No, it's a throw-in for Bayern. It's going to be Stanisic taking. Stanisic throws it deep. And Harry Kane headers. Now it's back to Marquinhos just marking there. And Donnarumma gets a catch. Nice and easy. And long ball from Donnarumma just finding Upamecano's feet, who collects that pass to Elise. Elise forward. Lamer now on the run here on the right side. Here's a chance for Bayern. Cross coming in, and that was a very, very not great cross from Lamer. I don't know if he was trying to attempt a shot there, but it wasn't the best option. Of course, the referee today is Anthony Taylor. I mean, the referee selections for these two games have been not the best selection here. Anthony Taylor, and of course, the next referee is even worse for the Real Madrid versus Dortmund game. I forgot his name, but he is worse. We've seen him play and referee, and he's not the best. Hakimi throws to João Neves. Little flick on ball, and it goes straight out. It's going to be another throw-in. It's going to be Bayern taking this throw, and Stanisic is going to be doing this one. And let's see what Stanisic will do. Just throws it short to Kingsley Coman. Now back all the way to Neuer, who's in the midfield. Now to Upamecano. Now passes it over to Lamer. Lamer is pacing this one forward. Long ball. Out to the left side, trying to find Musiala. Just doesn't. Yeah, now João Neves. And he kicks that forward. And it's a little bit of a pace abuse there from Bradley Barcola. Passes to Doué. Doué with a not great touch. And Bayern cleaned that one up nice and easy with Stanisic and Kimi. Upamecano, long ball down the field again. Trying to find now Olise. Lost. It's going to be a throw in here. Looks like Harry Kane might take this one quickly. No, he decides to lay that one off and allow Lamer to take. Already 10 minutes into this competition just about. Very interesting how the time flies for the big intense matches, you know. Olise now. And Olise trying to pace this one down the field, and it's just going to be tidied up there by Pacho. Nuno Mendes doing a good job to prevent Olise from moving the forward through the field. And there's a little throw there. Fabian Ruiz. And now over to Barcola. Doué's taking more of a central position this one. Hakimi. Hakimi getting ready. Steps once. Passes back. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Just tidied up there. Nice and good by Musiala. Yeah, you can feel the tension. Both teams want to win this one. And there's a lot at stake. Here we go. Olise trying to pace down the line against Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes doing a brilliant job to mark him up. And that's what I'm saying. Nuno Mendes, best left back in the world right now. Just making Olise pocketed. And that is, you know, something that he should really be in Ballon d'Or contention for, at least top 2. And this is going to be now João Neves. You think this game will play in extra time or penalties after a 1-1 draw? I would love to see pens. I would really love to see a penalty game. And I'm hoping Real Madrid's game isn't going to be going into pens. So this game would be a very fun one to watch going to pens. You know, a lot of tension, a lot of big moments, then the penalties. And, you know, it's anyone's game for penalties, really. Donnarumma and Neuer both good at pens. And hi, Phil. Yes, I'm doing well. Hope you are doing well, Phil. Hope everyone's doing well. Who I haven't said it to as well, guys. W's in the chat. Vincent Company is just asking something to the 4th official there. You've not made a live stream. No problem, you know. No problem. You don't have to make everyone. Very understandable. And, yeah, I hope your week's gone well, though. Besides that. It's going to be Vitinha just taking. Yes, F1 stream tomorrow. I can't wait, honestly. Silverstone race course. I can't wait. Vitinha just passes it over to Fabian Ruiz. You watched the qualifying? Okay, I did not watch because of, you know, some other streams planned. But, yeah, I'll make sure to watch the F1 tomorrow because I did have it set in my stream plan book. And this is, there's proper tension. Yes, for sure, proper tension for this one. Pacho to the side. Now it's Marquinhos. Max put in a phenomenal lap for the pole. I mean, that's what Max does, though. He's just that guy. Hopefully he doesn't crash, you know, 10 seconds into this one so we can actually see some racing from him. And that's going to be Doué just cleaning up. And it looks like it's going to be a free kick for Bayern Munich. Anthony Taylor just signals the free kick here. And it's going to be Joshua Kimi who's taking. Signaling the team to go forward. And actually, Neuer's going to take. Wow, he's really called Neuer up to the halfway line here to take this one. Okay, this means that Bayern's going very attacking early on. That's what we love to see, you know, attacking football. Not defensive, very attacking, you know, because you get the best moments that way. And Neuer is just going to pass this one down the field there. And it just goes completely to Coman. I thought it was going to go completely out there, but Coman keeps that one in. And it's signaled out for a throw-in. And welcome, Yamal, and goodbye. Okay. Hakimi. Hakimi gives a throw there to Fabian Ruiz. Now to Doué. Fabian just loses it. Little touch there. Musiala passing over to Lemar. Lemar gives a through ball to Kingsley Coman. Yeah, two top teams to this game. This is a big watch. Anyone who isn't watching, make sure to go watch this one. DAZN.com for free. Is a brilliant game. Brilliant set of teams here fighting for the Club World Cup. Whoever advances will most likely versus Real in the semis. Not going to jinx it. Of course, Dortmund are in good contention, but, you know, just based on form, Real are great currently. Hakimi and Olise are world-class. Yeah, Hakimi, Olise, Doué, Kvaratskhelia. There's just so many world-class players on both teams, you know. Musiala, Kane, Coman, this tourney's been very good. Olise is calling a short corner, but he might play this one long as well. Olise plays it long. And there's a little scramble in the box there. It is cleared away, and it's going to be a free kick for Donnarumma. He just gets a little bit fouled there by, I think it was, who was that? Meccano just fouls him, I think, yeah. There's a connection with the ball by Jonathan Tah, but it's just not the best connection. Tah has been great in Bayern's defense. I will say that. He is brilliant since he's joined from Bayer Leverkusen. He provides such a good quality in the back line, something they were missing really with Kim and Jae and, of course, Meccano. Now he just provides a nice little link up at the back there. And don't think you're coming back again, Yamal. Yeah. This is now Donnarumma giving a long ball just to clear that tension up, and it's going to be a throw in here for Stanisic. Throw to Musiala. Musiala tries to get that one through, but it is cleaned up nicely by João Neves. Given back by, I think that was Doué to Musiala. Olise. Olise gives a nice back heel. Lemar. Kimi. Just so much pressure from Luis Enrique's side. It really is interesting to see how much pressure they really provide. Kvaratskhelia trying to mark Olise. He gives a cross. Hits Harry Kane. And there's a little bit of a tension scramble for the ball. And Donnarumma is going to collect that one. Kane's header just not connecting. Olise, yeah, that header just was not the best of headers. No jump, no force. Just touches it and then bounces off. And there's a header challenge won by Jonathan Tah. Gives the ball forward. This is going to be Coman running to it. Kingsley Coman. And he passes that over to Musiala. Here we go. Musiala with the ball. Little throw on, and it's just cleared out of the box again. Yeah, both sides are very strong and attacking exactly. The commentator said, the former Crystal Palace player for Olise, always pleased to hear your team get a mention. Yeah, exactly. Crystal Palace, big shout to them producing, you know, the talent of Olise to what he is today. Really, Crystal Palace, I feel like, are producing some really good world-class talents, honestly. I got to say, very good job by their coaching staff, behind-the-scenes staff, the backroom staff are doing that. Musiala just running into Hakimi there. Little challenge with Coman, and it's going to be a free kick for PSG. Just a foul by Coman on João Neves. Yeah, not the best of challenges. And it's going to be taken by João Neves. Just back to Marquinhos. Now Pacho. Nuno Mendes. And a deflection out by Olise. It's going to be a throw-in for Paddy. Nuno Mendes should be taking this one. PSG just taking their time with the ball. They're not rushing this game. Both teams aren't really rushing. I've got to say, they're both been taking their time, being, you know, Trying to go as slow as possible, really, because there is no rush. And it's thrown back there by Nuno Mendes. Clearance by Pacho. Collected nicely by Barcola. Now here's a good run down the field. Barcola, Doué, finds some space. That was brilliant from Doué. Hakimi's got the whole right side to himself. Cross coming in. Kvaratskhelia just hits the side netting. Goal kick. Wow. That was a brilliant setup by Desire Doué. And then Hakimi's little curler just going around to find Kvaratskhelia was brilliant. That was brilliant play. Barcola's pass, I know, so close there. That Doué setup was world class there. Now we got a chance here for Bayern. This ball must have been played pretty quickly because it wasn't shown. It's now Lamar. Now out to Olise. Is he going to set one in himself? I think he is. He's thinking about it. No, he just passed it off to Kimi. Now back. This goes to penalty kicks. What team is the advantage? I don't know. Donnarumma has been world class on pens lately. I got to say, there are a lot of good penalty takers for both teams. Bayern's good on pens as well. Neuer is just world class all the time, so you never count him out. But I think PSG might have advantage just because Donnarumma has been on form with the penalties lately. You know, PSG have a lot of good penalty takers too. Like, I think their whole team can take a pen. Maybe except, you know, I feel like Goncalo Ramos is probably the most shaky on pens. Not just hating on Goncalo. I'll tell you each player who I think could score one. Mendes could, 100%. Pacho, I don't know, maybe. I didn't really see him take one. Did he take one against Liverpool? I can't remember. That was ages ago now. Marquinhos could. Hakimi could. Vitinha could. Fabian Ruiz could. Yao Neves. Kvaratskhelia could. Doué. Barcola. Yeah, they all could take a pen. For Bayern, Lamar, I don't know. Upamecano could. Tart could. Stanisic could. Kimi. Pavlovic. Yeah, pretty much the whole of Bayern's team as well. In, you know, sub-wise, I think, you know, PSG's got a weaker sub-bench for pens. I feel like that Bayern sub-bench has more penalty takers on it, you know. Gnabry, Müller, Goretzka, Boe, Kim and Jay, I think, can take a good pen. And check the cricket score. England getting absolutely battered by India. Oh, I see. And you'd rather watch the Club World Cup than that? Okay, understandable. I mean, I'd rather watch the Club World Cup than anything currently at the moment, to be honest. Because football is the greatest for me. Though F1, I have to really say, I really did enjoy watching the F1. I might have to start watching it more frequently. Should do every race, to be honest. I really did, you know, enjoy watching that. And it looks like Stanisic is just going to be walked off here due to an injury. He's going to come back on, I think, though. Hakimi long ball finds Nuno Mendes. Can't believe tonight is the final 2 days of the quarters, to be honest. That it feels like it's gone so fast. The group stage took forever, but the rest of these are taken, you know, only a couple of days between each one. Bradley Barcola. Vitinha. Ball on the left side there. It's just going to be passed upfield. It's going to be Kvaratskhelia. And there's a little cutback. And there's a shot. What a miss. Exactly. And that comment there, Phil T, makes me believe that I'm behind by about 3 seconds because you said that and it happened 3 seconds later. So let me just refresh my page. There we go. Should be ahead. Yeah, there we go. What a miss. Fabian Ruiz. Brilliant shot. Just not the best. It was a brilliant connection, should I say, but just not the best shot on angle. Because it had the right curl, it had the right, you know, drop. It just wasn't high, you know, it was too high initially. A little bit of hold-up play there from Nuno Mendes and Pacho. And it's going to be now with Neuer. And it's now going to be up forward. Smash like, by the way, guys, if you haven't already, for likes. And this is now Lamar holding up the ball. There's a little bit tension in there, to be honest. And Vitinha wins it. Finds a nice through ball to Barcola. Here's a run on play. Barcola does a nice initial meg. Pavlovic cleans that one up. And now he's got the ball here. He's going to pressure upfield a little bit more. Olise. Elise passes to Upamecano. Lamer. Manuel Neuer. Manuel Neuer passes over to Jonathan Tah. Tah to Stanisic. Will pass over to Pavlovic, who overlaps. Neuer. That was a very bad clearance from Neuer. That wasn't the best connection. I feel like Neuer can be like Fabio on Fluminense, how he can, play until like 44. I'm not even lying. That guy just looks like he's always like 20 when he's playing. There's so much money at stake. Both sides taking this seriously. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing as well. The money is good for a transfer. A really good transfer you can get. 2 really good transfers. If you win, of course. So that's why both sides are taking this one as seriously as possible. Also can fund some new stuff. Yeah, 100 mil, could buy a world-class player. And I feel like Bayern need one in the wing-back position. I feel like as well defensively they aren't the best, so maybe a new centre-back. And then, PSG as well could buy another player. I don't know which position they really need to replace. Maybe, I don't even know. What, striker? I guess striker. Yeah. Maybe striker position would be a bit of an update. Get someone, that can actually play natively striker, because Dembele more of a winger. Liverpool got just over half of that for winning the Prem. I know, that is crazy. You get double the Prem winning money for winning this tournament. Imagine how far that would go if Fluminense won. Yeah, strike with Mueller on the way out. Exactly as well. Harry Kane can't always be the only striker. I mean, I don't know. I think they're getting someone, though. I think they're getting Wolfenstad, or whatever his name is. What's that guy's name? It's the guy that was doing so good in the Euros for not the Euros, the Nations League for Germany. They're trying to buy that guy, the striker. It's like Wolftenmad or something. There's a little cross, and PSG just missed the connection there. It's going to be Jan Neves cleaning that one up. Passes to Fabian Ruiz. Dud. Vitinha. Vitinha passes over to Nuno Mendes. Nuno to Kvaratskhelia. Kvara is going to cut in very deep, and it's just going to be cleaned up by Bayern. Harry Kane now. Olise. I don't know where Mueller's going to go, to be honest. I'm interested in knowing where he's going to go. Musiala. I think this transfer window will be a big one, though. So many changes will occur. Koeman. Pavlovic. Lamer. Olise. And Olise holding up some play. Now to Lamer. Olise. The one-touch play there. Now back to Upamecano. Jonathan Tah. Stanisic. Kimi. Stanisic. Musiala. Kimi. Harry Kane. Kane still with it. Musiala now. Now Joshua Kimi. Now Olise. And there's a shot. Good save. Indeed. Good save indeed. That is so weird how I'm behind. I'm literally on the live version of this on DAZN for like 2 seconds. I don't know how that's possible. I guess it's just latency or something. Donnarumma does a good padded save there. Just kicks it, just flicks it over. It's going to be a corner for Bayern. They are putting up the pressure, Bayern. I got to say, they're being the better team in this first half. For sure, at the moment at least. Bayern have been looking deadly. You're on the Apple TV DAZN app. Yeah, I'm on the DAZN app on the PC. Because I bought the premium version. And so that's why I'm very surprised by that. I guess I'll just refresh it after the ball goes out again. Joshua Kimi taking this corner. Cross. Little shove there on Donnarumma. It's going to be a free kick. Yeah, I can refresh now. Must just be my stupid Wi-Fi. I guess it's aligned perfectly with the comments, though. When you comment something that's happened, it literally happens as you comment it. So, yeah. And then there's like a 5-second YouTube latency delay, so it seems like I'm reading it late, but no. So let's have a look at this Harry Kane play there. The initial one, that was a very good skill by him. So Barcola's play before that was good against Kingsley Coman. Donnarumma. He's going to play this one long there. Just down the field. And Bayern are going to try and tidy this one up. And it's just Tart to Epimecano. Back to Manuel Neuer. And Neuer giving a long ball out to the defense. And that's going to be now Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. Cross. Little trip in the box. And there's a little bit of a confliction here. It's just going to be cleared away by Stanisic. One back by Olise. There's a little bit of a tussle. It might be a pause and play due to injury in the box there. Vitinha's still playing it. Nuno Mendes. Now with Cavara. And now the play has stopped for Doué, who's in the box there, holding his face. Let's have a look here and see what happened. So Fabian Ruiz gives a nice cross in. Just a little bit of a tumble there from Doué. Yeah, Tart just brute forces him out of the way there. I mean, you're versing a German absolute unit there from Jonathan Tart. And you're Doué, who's, more on the smaller side of a player. And when unstoppable force meets a smaller side, then you've got that happening. It's going to be a drop ball for Paddy. Okay, Kvaratskhelia. Now back to Nuno Mendes. Now to Fabian Ruiz. And Fabian Ruiz just holding up some play. Pass over to Marquinhos. Oh, sorry, Jan Neves, my bad. Now for Fabian Ruiz again. Finds now Pacho, I think is that Nuno Mendes or Pacho? I can't see really, but I think it's Nuno Mendes, just so high up the field there. And now it's a little chance here for Bayern. Kingsley Coman with the ball. Advantage is going to be played there. I think there wasn't really an advantage to begin with, so surprised they kept playing that one. They should put some clock on when to take a free kick, throw-in, goal kick, corner, and kick, and so other things for a few seconds. And if they time waste, the referee can give yellow card. Yeah, because I noticed as well, Anthony Taylor gave a red card to Tomiyasu, or it was a second yellow, I think, or a red card, for time wasting when he threw the ball after 2 seconds. But in another Premier League game, he waited for Man City for like 5 or 6 seconds before, they even took the throw and no card was given. So it really should be even throughout all. Kvaratskhelia running into the box. Oh my goodness, Manuel Neuer making a brilliant save. Hi, Deathstrike. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. This is now going to be Harry Kane bringing the ball down the field. Just passes back to Kingsley Coman. Have I been watching the Women's Euro? No, I have not been, Patrick. You can tell me about it, but yeah, I mean, I've just been watching Club World Cup really lately and then doing some other stuff outside of, actually training myself because I need to get back into the training arc, Kvaratskhelia, yeah, just a brilliant shot. It's a brilliant save by Manuel Neuer there. He just sticks his arm out, one-handed save. It's just what you love to see from Manu, just the types of saves you see all the time. The gameplay is paused here. Stanisic's on the ground. 32 minutes already as well. That is brilliant. Just about went in. It was close, but, it's Manuel Neuer you're versing against. He's always just so good with saves. Then that second save really as well. Kvaratskhelia makes contact and he just plants his hand down on the ball to prevent that contact from going through to a goal. And it looks like there's going to be a substitution here early. Looks like Stanisic cannot continue this game. So Bowie is going to be coming on. He was actually good. I really enjoyed watching Bowie. Matches like these are fine margins, exactly. I mean, we saw it, in the Champions League with, earlier stage. I feel like the round of 16 had more of these types of matches. The final, surprisingly, wasn't. And, the semis as well was a bit of a goal fest for both sides. But yeah, I think that, we saw that in the round of 16, that these matches all have fine margins. The group stage actually provide a lot of fine margin matches as well. Yeah, but Stanisic coming off, Boe's coming on. Hopefully we can see some good gameplay from Boe like the previous games. We saw him shine really good in the Auckland City match really early on in the tournament. Hi, Victor Santos. I'm doing well. Hope you are doing well and having a nice week so far. But yeah, this one's still 0-0 at the Hard Rock Stadium. I think this is at, right? Hard Rock Stadium. No, it's at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Okay, my bad. I think the Real Madrid one's at Hard Rock. I think so. It was yesterday's one at Lincoln Financial Field, and it was at another stadium too. Yeah, that Neuer save a minute ago was top class. That is a top-class save from a top-class keeper. And Manuel Neuer, still one of the best keepers of all time, to be honest. Do we know who the winners of these games meet in the semis already? No, we do not. So they will either meet Real Madrid or they'll meet Borussia Dortmund. But the other side of the table was completed earlier on. It's going to be Fluminense versus Chelsea, with Fluminense 1-2-1 against Al Hilal and Chelsea 1-2-1 against Palmeiras. You won't win at Bayern, but PSG will win. I was also kind of feeling the same. I mean, being neutral, I don't really mind who wins, to be honest. But, I kind of wanted the Bayern to do it for, Thomas Müller. PSG are, not the best team in this game, I've got to say. They've been good. They've been actually very good. But, Bayern have just been coming out on top in terms of attack. They've got so much mounted pressure on Paris. So they're going to have to really, step the game up in the second half. When Dembele comes on, I think he'll come on, in second half. We could see a lot more attacking pressure. Also tonight, guys, for Real Madrid's game, Dani Carvajal should be back. So can't wait to see him back on the field. That would be really, a joy to see. Hope he gets a lot of applause from the fans, Bayern v Dortmund would be a good game for a final. Yeah, the German classic, that's why I feel like, unfortunately, they were on different sides, But, of course, Real, I hope beat Dortmund, so we don't, if Bayern win this, I hope Real will still win, though, regardless. But, of course, if Dortmund do win, that would be a cool one to watch. And it's now going to be just cleaned up there for a PSG throw in there. That was kicked out by John Hunter. No problem, Zeta. I really enjoyed playing it. I'll have to play it some more because I actually really thought that was a nice horror game that you suggested. Really fun one. I had a lot of fun playing it. Hope you guys had a lot of fun watching that one if you were present on that stream. Smash like for fun. Nuno Mendes is going to be taking this throw in for Paddy, my Ballon d'Or winner. And let's see what he will throw to. No one's open. Throws to Kvaratskhelia, who I actually think can win the next year's Ballon d'Or. Kvaratskhelia is just that guy. He's never off form. It looks like he's always on form. That's the type of guy he is, to be honest. Yeah, high-pressing teams, exactly. Pressing each other. PSG's pressure on the Bayern players in the defense especially, when PSG are pressing to try and defend, is very, very high. Bayern does the same thing in the middle of the park. They don't really do it as much in the defense. More so in the middle of the park. It's going to be a free kick for Bayern. I think advantage is going to be played there by the referee. And it goes back to Manuel Neuer. But yeah, PSG very high pressing in defense. And that is, going to be challenged for Bayern to get through. I mean, they got through it already a lot. You just came back from dinner. Welcome back, Ion. Hope you're having a nice time now. Didn't miss much. It's 0-0. Stanisic got subbed off due to injury. Boe is now on. That was the only thing, really, of vitality in this first half. And it's going to be a free kick here for PSG. I think it was offside. And it looks like Vitinha will take. Any close chances? There was one for Kvaratskhelia. There was also one for, I think, who was it? Harry Kane or... I don't know, it was Lema or someone. It was someone brought that one in. I think it was more of a group chance there for Bayern. But, yeah, Kvaratskhelia got so close to scoring. Manuel Neuer made an absolutely amazing save. It's now Koeman. They are the only two real big chances, I would say. Koeman with the skills here against Jan Neves. There's a lot of pressure. There's a shot. Oh, my goodness. That was a big chance. Wow. And that is Harry Kane just missing that one from very close range. Wait, what do you mean? No, I'm locked in for the match. I'm not... when I'm focused up, I don't smile when I'm focused. I'm not going to be like watching like this, like watching all like that. But yeah, when I'm locked in, locked in. Harry Kane, how did he miss that one? Wow. That was a big chance. Bayern fans can't believe that he's missed that. 39th minute, just about to be reached. Little chest there from Upamecano. Play back to Manuel Neuer, who runs out of the box there. I actually thought for a second that PSG had a very open chance there, just because I thought that Bayern gave that one away. But at least going to get a throw in now. Bowie's going to take this one. I think Bowie's a very good player, honestly, I got to say. Bayern should snap up Rafael Leao. Don't know how he costs. I think he's like 75 mil, 65 mil. I think that was his market value price last time I checked. Might have dropped, though, due to, poor form. And that's given away by PSG. That was not a great job by PSG to have that one kept. Elise passes over. There's a shot by Musiala. Deflected away. Bowie takes a very wild shot. That goes over. It's going to be a goal kick. Donnarumma complaining, saying, how can you give that away from, close to the defense? That is completely given by, who was that? I think Doué gave that away, or Barcola. I think it was Barcola gave that one. And Musiala's first shot ricochet. Bowie should have held up. These players take too many, these chances too quickly. I would have held up the play a little bit more. Played it in. I feel like it's a bad chance if you play it in and keep calm with possession instead of just taking the shot. And thank you, I appreciate that. And someone in the crowd got a ball, so they're taking photos with it. And Donnarumma takes a goal kick. Just headed by Upamecano. And it's now going to be Musiala with a decent touch. It's now back with Bayern. There's a little kerfuffle with the ball. And it looks like that Anthony Taylor actually blocked one of the plays there. I think he did. Kimi just went to pass and it deflected off him. So, Bayern now get a drop ball. Joshua Kimi takes. Ta. Now going to be a little pass back from Pavlovic to Ta. Through ball there. Lamer, who's now on the left side as well. Kingsley Coman gets that little pass from Lamer. Sends Hakimi on the ground. But it's now back to Coman. The 3x3 pressing is looking good for PSG. Bayern take another shot. Oh my goodness. What a save by Gianluigi Donnarumma. I was delayed. I was too focused on the 3x3 there in terms of pressing. But wow. Donnarumma so good. Lamer. Coman looking bright, Donnarumma looking sharp. Exactly. Coman is looking good. I'm surprised by this, how good this guy has been looking in the tournament. Very, I thought he was that guy that just gets subbed on, and he puts up an average performance. He's just been on the team a lot, so he wins a lot. But this guy's been putting up numbers in this tournament so far. I really am impressed. That cross by Pavlovic, finding Musiala. How did that not go in by Musiala? Just doesn't even touch Musiala's foot. That was a misconnection there. Really should have hit that one, Musiala. Just doesn't get the right placement. And yeah, Donnarumma makes the save. Will Bayern go to regret that chance there? PSG are looking, like the behind team, though. I got to say, with the chances they had, both teams very close chances, but PSG are still actually looking like more of the team on the lower hand in this game, at least. Lamer. Yeah, Pavlovic, brilliant vision. That was very good from him. And Ta now back into the defense. There's the long ball. And that is going to find Kingsley Coman. That is a very good chance by Kingsley Coman. He's bringing up forward. And Coman now gives a cross. Just doesn't find Harry Kane. That is going to be sent back here. Pavlovic, wasted. Pavlovic trying to win it back. He just barely does. And it's now Musiala winning it back. Free kick. And welcome, Jerry, to the stream. Yes, I'm doing good. Hope you are doing good, Jerry. And, yeah, Coman is looking amazing. He is looking so good. Yeah, there's just a foul there on Jan Neves. The Coman-Hakimi battle is looking fierce. Yeah, look at that chance by, Coman there. Just flicks it over. that pace by Pacho and Nuno Mendes to get back and both mark on either side was brilliant as well. Pacho providing a lot of pace there, and then Nuno Mendes marking the backside of that one. Marquinhos. Yeah, the battle in the midfield's the most important. Yeah, both teams have very strong midfields, I will say that. You know, you've got Bayern's midfield, who has the likes of course, Joshua Kimmich, Pavlovic, Musiala, Alice is sometimes, you know, in the midfield, and Koeman's also a little bit in the midfield sometimes. And then you have, you know, PSG's, you've got the classic Neves, Vitinha, and Fabian Ruiz trio there, which is really, you know, a very interesting trio. You also have, you know, as well, Nuno Mendes coming into the midfield sometimes. He likes to cut through, kind of like Cucurella, honestly. Little pass from Laymer. Laymer also does the same thing, I gotta say. That's a good find for Elise on the right side there. Brilliant vision. Little pass in, trying to find Boe, it just doesn't. I'm doing well, Idramon. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in, bro. And, yeah, still 0-0. 1 minute of regular time left, and then we'll see how much additional time there is. Gotta say, this is a very entertaining match. Even though it's 0-0, very entertaining. A lot of chances at the moment for both sides. If you've seen Konrad Lehmer play, you know he's a real baller. His Leipzig days were insane. Yeah, I was going to say as well, I feel like that Lehmer's not really the problem in terms of the left back or right back position. I just feel like that the sub bench for in terms of left backs and right backs, like, you know, full back position is not strengthened enough by Bayern. Same with the right centre back position. It's just not the best. You know, Bayern Tart did fix that a little bit, but it's just not the best still. So Koeman is a solid left winger for them. Yeah, Koeman is looking very solid. You know, especially replacing Sané. Leroy Sané used to play there, of course. Serge Gnabry is also a very good talent coming off the bench as well. I got to say, he was very impressive. Bayern being the better side. Donnarumma is keeping it 0-0 for sure. This is sort of like the Real Madrid versus Juventus match where we had Di Gregorio keeping Juventus in. You could also say City versus Halal minus the goals with Yassine Bounou in the first half, of course. Free kick for Bayern Munchen. It's going to be Kimmich or Elise taking. Goretzka not starting was actually a big surprise to me. I did think that Goretzka was going to start, you know, instead of Musiala. But, yeah, Musiala's back, so which is great, you know. Not surprised Musiala's starting, but I'm surprised he got recovered that quickly. And he's back on his feet. Very happy for Musiala. Love watching him. Kimmich or Elise. I think Kimmich's taking this one. And it's actually Elise. Again, I got tricked. There's the cross. That was a brilliant cross, and it's a goal for Bayern Munich. And it's going to be done by Upamecano. Who else? Wow, that is brilliant. It's offside, it looks like. Oh, no. Oh, no. What a cross by Elise, though. That was amazing cross. Yeah, that is so far offside. Oh, my goodness. None of the players run back. It's because PSG's offside trap just so good. They all just sit there and they don't even move in for that one. That is offside. Still a brilliant cross by Elise. Nothing to take away from there. You know, Elise is just so good at placing the ball into position. Pavlovic over Goretzka is a bold choice. Yeah, it looks like it's playing off, you know. You know, by the fact that Pavlovic has been looking well in this game so far. Yeah, for sure that was offside. And Tart just cleaning that one up. Pavlovic. And it's going to be a something here. Offside free kick here for Bayern. Let's see how far offside that was. That is insanely far offside. And then it just shows, you know, PSG. Usually the players all run in right to go and clear that one. But they all just sit there in the line because they know that the guy at offside is going to take that. That's a very, you know, bold offside trap, but it did pay off. And, yeah, creating skills are elite. This is Elise, though. Best player of the tournament, in my opinion. And there's a little bit of a collision there between Donnarumma and Musiala. This is between the last man. The defender was day and night. Yeah, exactly. Let's have a look what happened to Musiala here. Let's hope he's not injured. If PSG want to have a chance at this, they need to slow down the game. Don't know what's happened to Donnarumma here, by the way. Why is he holding his face? Don't know why he's holding his face. It looked like Musiala's foot was looking funny. I don't think he's going to be playing here. Yeah, that did not look right. His foot looked like it was broken. Like his ankle. His foot looked like it was dislocated or something. Yeah, I think Musiala's off. That looks bad. That looked bad for a second. I was wondering why the foot looks so funny there. I thought maybe it's just the camera angle. That did not look great. That looks very bad, actually. That is not great. That does not look great at all, guys. Well, it's halftime now. The referee's called halftime because there needs to be a big medical attention here. Yeah, I know. I think Musiala's getting a lot of injuries so far. That they've actually had to cut the camera here because that looked very bad, that injury on Musiala there. It really looked like his foot was completely twisted around. Because his foot was like this. One foot was straight and the other one was like that on the side. It was like completely twisted. That's why Donnarumma was just being checked up by one of the Bayern players there. I think he's done a very bad injury there, which is unfortunate. Well, anyway, that was the first half, guys. Very entertaining. You know, unfortunate for Musiala. Yeah, it's such a sad, thing to see such a talented player get injured all the time. But yeah, hopefully he's okay. I do think it was a bad injury. That's why they're stretching him off. But hopefully he can recover. Good. But yeah, that is halftime. And I will see you guys in the second half because I'm just going to grab some snacks and drink some water. That save from Donnarumma from the Pavlovic cross shot was one of the best saves of this tournament. He had to wait to see if Musiala was going to get a touch of the ball. Yeah, I know reaction time was incredible for that. And just shows how much Donnarumma has developed over this season to be a world-class goalkeeper from, who I thought was pretty lazy at first. I thought he was really lazy goalkeeper in previous seasons. But yeah, he's turned out to be world-class. And what a guy, I got to say. But yeah, it's looking like it's not great for Musiala. Unfortunate, guys. But I'll see you in the next half. Be right back. Hey, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Okay. Yeah, I just read your message there, Loka. 2-1 Bayern. I think it'll go to extra time, yeah, so I do agree maybe it could be a 2-1. It always can be, 1-1 regular time, then extra time Bayern scores the winner, 2-1. For sure, that can happen. Also, what the heck is that? Just let me close these random pop-ups on my screen. Okay, there we go. But yeah, we are back here. Paris Saint-Germain versus FC Bayern München is going to be underway, and unfortunately Musiala did have a very severe injury there. At first I thought it was nothing. I thought he just maybe dove a little bit. Then I had a look at the replay, and my goodness, that was a severe injury. I did not see that. His foot was completely rotated like 90 degrees, one of them. Your long comment. I can read it right now, Loka. Let me read it right now because I've not had, time between the streams, Let's go and read it. It's on one of the videos, on the Cole Palmer one, I think, as well. Okay, let's load up. Hurry up, stupid phone. Can you actually load the comment section? Okay. There we go. Oh, it's on the other one. Sorry, my bad. My fault. Is on this iFix Manchester United thing. Okay. You started Manchester United career mode, so manager 2025. You took charge of the resafe squad. You recalled Anthony Rashford and Malacia before putting them straight on the transfer list. Also upgraded the training facilities and youth academy once each to lay the groundworks. Okay. Threw you entirely on the squad rebuild. Exactly. Cancelled the preseason friendlies. Okay, interesting. Also a substitution there. Musiala coming off and Gnabry coming on. That makes 100% sense. You also listed Onana, Lindelof, Luke Shaw, Casemiro, Diogo Dalot, and Christian Eriksen, Alejandro Garnacho, Mason Mount, Rasmus Højlund for transfer. Yep. Difficult sell all of them, but I was determined to try. You predict 1-0 Bayern when it's first started. Think PSG's time is over. I can just, 1-1, I think, for the draw, and then the extra time of 2-1. That's what I'm believing. Also, second half kickoff will start in a second, and then I will continue reading the rest of this comment here. Okay, let's wait and see. Referee, are you going to call it, Mr. Anthony Taylor? Still waiting for him to signal this one. Okay, there we go. Second half started, and it starts with Bayern giving the kickoff there. 0-0, 1-1, then 1-0 or 2-1 at full time. Yeah, I think Bayern can get this one. The referee's recalled the kickoff. Okay. Thank you, referee, for messing up my timer. Absolute joke, Anthony Taylor, my guy. Are you going to start? There we go. Thank you. Offers soon started coming in. Højlund left first for 9 mil, while the bid for Diallo was rejected because I wanted to keep him. Yep. Dalot and Onana accepted. Both left, leaving me with Stone right back. Goalkeeper strong. You signed Emiliano Martinez. Okay, interesting. Vanderson, Cunha. After Bayern was sold, you pick up Valles on a free transfer. Cool. And then there's the signings for the other place. You got Kenan Yildiz, okay. And Ahmed Hodzik. Interesting. And Steigen. They're all interesting decisions there, Loke, actually. Rashford then went... I'll read the rest of the comment as well afterwards, so then we don't miss some of the game. I'll read in the next break there. But so far, what I've read is that's an interesting build there. Respect to you, Loka. There's a chance for Bayern. It's now going to be a goal kick for Donnarumma. The lineup for PSG the same. Gianluigi Donnarumma as the goalkeeper. Nuno Mendes, Pacho, Marquinhos, and Hakimi in the defense. Vitinha in the midfield, as well as, of course, João Neves and Fabian Ruiz. And for the striker positions, we have Kvaratskhelia, Doué, and Barcola. Here we go, Kvaratskhelia. Okay, I'll let you know, but I think it's better than mine, to be honest, because you're a bit of a pro at the Soccer Manager 2025, so I'm guessing you're better than me. Manuel Neuer is the goalkeeper. Bowie, Jonathan Tah, Upamecano, and Lamar are all the defense. Pavlovic and Kimi are the midfield. Koeman, Gnabry, Elise as the forwards, and Harry Kane leading the line as the striker. So let's make sure to swipe out any of these random things. There's a little bit of a check here by Anthony Taylor. I think it's going to be a free kick for Paddy. That's why I thought it was an interesting start, playing Musiala. I thought he wasn't fully recovered. I mean, might be a completely different injury, but still, I thought they'd play Goretzka as a starter and then play Musiala as a sub just to ease the injury back in. 4-0 Bayern. That's a bit crazy, if it's, halftime 0-0 and both teams are good. Due to his emotions, you're saying, okay. Well, that's understandable, that little thought there. Yeah, his ankle dislocated. I thought it was a broken ankle. That's what I heard from Fabrizio. I thought it was a broken ankle, but yeah, sure. Ankle dislocation is also just as bad. And oh, that's actually your name. Oh, so you got the same name as Musiala. Oh yeah, broken. Yeah. Fabrizio's so quick. Yeah, he's posted about it pretty quickly, and he said get well soon. I put the estimation for the healing time there. It's not the actual healing time. It depends on his recovery path, but 8 to 10 months usually how long it takes. Is it true he has agents? Yeah, he's not everywhere at once. He for sure has a team of people. There's no way he would be doing all that. Pacho to Marquinhos. Donnarumma. Some sources are saying more than a year. Yeah, maybe more than a year. It really depends. Here's a very good chance for PSG. Save by Manu Neuer. Brilliant save. What high quality. And Tart is going to be marking that one really hard there now. Kvaratskhelia just passing it back. There's a little tussle for the ball. Fabian Ruiz now to Desire Doué. Finds a through ball there to find Fabian. It's just going to be cleared away by Meccano. Now it's going to be with Elise. So it looked like his foot went to the side. Yeah, it did do that, I think, yeah. You can watch the stream while watching the game on your tablet next to you, but since yours is ahead, you're going to go 1 minute behind. Okay, no problem. And then Manuel Neuer just gets the catch there. Barcola. Initial shot was just so good. When is this Neuer guy going to retire? I think he can play till like 45. I'm not even joking. He doesn't look like he's old. He actually looks young. He looks like he's like 27, 28. It's just the Neuer effect, And there's a bad lofted ball by Jonathan Tah, and it's just going to be now with Kvaratskhelia. He's just so crucial, too. He's never off form. He always looks like he's on form doing stuff. And that's what you like to see about Manu. That's why I was surprised when he left the national team. I thought he should have stayed in the German national team, to be honest. You can't be keeping until like 40 years old. Your ribcage is going to pop when you make another save. Except that he's just, his ribcages must be made of steel because, he's still keeping. Like that. I mean, Fabio was keeping. He's 44 years old for Fluminense, so anything's possible. Meccano passes back to Manu. Which one's going to win? I think it really depends on the form. Right now, I'm saying Bayern just based on form, but Musiala, big loss coming off the field. Give me a throw in here for Paddy. No, he's going to have the longevity of Buffon, your favorite keeper. I mean, it's possible. It is possible. Neuer playing at the highest level for this song. Fabio looks like he has grandkids with those white hairs. Yeah, I mean, his longevity is insane, Fabio. I think he's got one of the best longevities I've seen personally, besides, of course, Buffon. And that, guy, I think he's like a J League player. He's like 58 years old or something. Let's have a look at this. Play by Kvaratskhelia. He actually does kick it out there. It should be in a corner. I don't know why it isn't, but I think it's given a foul somehow. Yeah, I'm surprised by that. How it's given a goal kick? What? No, Kvaratskhelia won a corner there. That is not right. Referee Anthony Taylor, as usual, making mistakes because that's what he loves to do best. Absolutely mess up the game. Top. Back to Manu Neuer. Neuer giving a long ball there, and it touches Ulis. Now back to Bowie. And passes over to Meccano. Wait, never mind. Did you say something I missed, Loka? I don't know what I missed there. I don't know how this works. When I was little, I thought goalkeepers retire early because they make so many dives and they might get injured. I don't really think so. I mean, I think it's just about body shape, and just... Oh, never mind to the message you said before. Oh, the one where you said you were going to watch the tablet and skip back and stuff. Okay. Maybe I'm not too far ahead anyway. Gnabry passes back to Neuer. But yeah, I don't think it works kind of like that. I think it's just more about, how much they want to keep playing for. If you can stay at the highest level, because of course your reflexes go down over time. Internet's just completely lagged out. Thank you. Mid-game, love to see it. Okay, we're back. There's a little tussle in the box, and Bayern win it. Used to think strikers play the longest because they just wait around to put the ball in the back of the net. I would argue goalkeepers probably play the longest. Here we go. Shot by Koeman. Should have crossed that over to Gnabry. That was not good play from Koeman. Not good play at all. That wasn't great. Nuno Mendes on the ground here. Let's have a look. He should have crossed this one across. Koeman, he shouldn't have taken the shot. When Rooney retired at like 33, yeah. That Neuer actually invented rush goalkeeper, sweeper keeper. He invented rush? I thought that was Yashin. I thought Yashin invented sweeper keepering. I just think that Neuer used it. I didn't know that Neuer invented it. That seems like very recent, though, because, Yashin was known as the sweeper keeper guy. The modern goalkeeping inventor. That's why he did win the Ballon d'Or, I think. Neuer? Are you sure? Did Yashin invent sweeper keepering? While Lev Yashin wasn't the sole inventor of sweeper keeper role, he was a major pioneer and innovator who significantly influenced its development. No, I don't think Neuer invented because it's already back when Yashin was around and he was alive in the 1950s. So I don't think, I think Neuer just, utilized it so much that he looked like he was the best at it of all time, But I do remember Yashin was the biggest pioneer for sweeper keepering back in the day when I wasn't alive, in the 1950s. School football hits different. You got the big kid with 90 shooting, the guy who says he doesn't know how to play football, pockets academy players. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that happened at my school as well. You got the big guy in the goal always. Then you got the randos that like, haven't touched the ball in my life. Yeah, and then they're like, exactly, pocketing players who have actually been trying at the academy, Then they're like, how are you this bad or something? It's like, my guy, you've been playing at a football academy in secret and you're not telling anyone. And it's back to Lamer. Lamer rushing this one forward. He finds a through ball to Gnabry. Here we go, Gnabry cuts that one back. There's a little tussle in the box. And PSG have to clear this one. Pass out to Pavlovic. Now it's going to be Jan Neves. And there's a little tussle again. And there's a slide tackle. Should be a free kick there for Paddy. I think it is. On Douay. Just a little foul. And it's back to Pacho, Nuno Mendes, Boe, Olise, Upamecano, back to Neuer. Manuel Neuer sends that down the field, trying to find Olise there. Olise, marked by Nuno Mendes. Yeah, PSG are pressing high because they need to get some, control into this game, to get some dominance on the field, which they're missing at the moment. Joshua Kimmich, Jonathan Tah, Pavlovic, Kimmich, cross by Kimmich over to Lamer. Wasn't a great touch by Lamer, but he still got it. Koeman. See what Kingsley Koeman can do now. Cuts in, takes the cross, and there's a little shove in the box. Gnabry's appealing for a penalty. It shouldn't be. I think that was just nice defensive maneuver there, and it's back to Upamecano. Pass over to Pavlovic, little dink, and it goes to Olise. And Olise finds a through ball there. That was a brilliant through ball being found. Harry Kane takes a cross, header, Koeman off target. Whenever you used a weak team in career mode in FIFA 23, it used to be buy Jonathan Tah because he was so solid yet so cheap. Yeah. I do that now currently in the current FC for Prestiani. I buy him always in the career mode first because he's just so cheap. You know, and he's just such a good player. You saw that in Benfica in the tourney. He was just, you know, so good, Prestiani. That's why I buy him. And the other guy I buy all the time as well, Diomande from Sporting. But yeah, Tart back in the day, you know. A lot of players now, you know, you just buy Olis because they were just so, they were so good, yet they were so, you know, undervalued. Like the Diamonds. Cross coming in deep. Kimmy hits that to Tart, and that's just hit away. Ronze Omri in FIFA 23 is a steal. 16 years old and 71 OVR. That is a good steal, yeah. Yamal now's overpriced. Though you got 17-year-old Yamal for like 200 mil. Being a football player yourself, always a more impressive kick. Scorpion for sure. I didn't even have to read the next one there because Scorpion kick is by far, I would assume, not even assume, I know it's harder because you have to, you know, jump forward. Neuer is credited with popularizing Superkeeper role. The concept existed before him. Yeah, exactly. Hungary in the 1950s considered one of the early examples of sweeper keeper. Yeah. Yeah, I know Neuer popularized it for sure. Because, you know, it had a big popular moment back in the 1950s, 60s. Then it died down a little bit due to the goalkeeping techniques, the likes of, you know, Buffon, very stopper type techniques. And then you have Manuel bringing it back into, you know, a bit into the spotlight here. But yeah, I did know it existed way before in like the 50s. You know, if you watch some Yashin highlights, you watch some, you know, I don't know if Grossix has highlights, but yeah, if you watch Yashin, I know he has some. I've watched some of his stuff, and he does do rushing techniques out. But for sure, back on the kick, Scorpion by far is harder because you have to, you bring your feet behind you and hit it forward like that. Or you can do like a dink over. I mean, Giroud's Scorpion kicks are the most popular, I feel like, of that. Also, the goalkeeper only did Scorpion kicks to clear. That was pretty cool from him. Thing is, like, Mexican goalkeeper. But yeah, bicycle kick, I think anyone can do that. But Scorpion relies on real technique to find placement. I've never done a Scorpion kick. But yeah, I can do a bicycle kick. Oh, it was Colombian. Sorry, my bad. My bad. I thought it was Mexican. It's Colombian. Underrated suggestion. Buy AC Milan away, home, and third kit. All the kits are so clean. Okay, sure. What is it? I swear there was one. I think it was the away AC Milan this season. It is looking nice. It's like the white one, I think, right? 25-26. Yeah, that one. The 25-26 away kit looks so good for Milan. I might get that one, honestly. I like either pitch black kits or like white kits like this. Honestly, I like this German national team kit. I like the little color there and the color here. It's a really nice touch. Yeah, the away one looks really good. Olis takes the shot. It's a curler. Goes to Donnarumma's gloves right there. Nice little catch. Distribution. Yeah, the third kit's black and the regular one's red. Tart wins the ball back. Bowie, little touch there. Nabry in the box, and it's cleaned up by Pacho. Nuno Mendes sends that one down the field there. What a pass by Nuno Mendes. It's now Doué. Yeah, Olis took a little bit of a weak shot there. Doué, brilliant pass by Nuno Mendes. I've got to say, Doué crosses that one in. Oh my goodness, he almost finds the goal from that cross. Nuno Mendes, my goodness, the vision for that. Whoa. Finds that pass all the way down the field there. Perfect pass as well. Just goes straight in front. Doué takes his time. I know, Tart just slammed Cavara on the ground. The ref didn't notice. Then Olis, that nice curler going towards Donnarumma. Just was too weak, I think. I think he's done better in this tourney. Bowie's going to take the throw in now for Bayern. Long throw, trying to reach Harry Kane. Just headed back. Kimmy headers it forward now. Headed back by by Pacho. And it's now, you know, a constant mishap around. Going to the shortened version of the Soccer Manager stream when there is a cooling break. Okay. When there's a cooling break. Okay, I'll go look at it. For sure, Loka. Hakimi. Passes it over there to... who is Douay? Why is everyone wearing white boots on PSG's team? I literally can't tell the difference between some of these players based on like this aerial shot. That was a very big stumble by Bowie. Almost gave it away to Kvaratskhelia. Nice clearance by Tart. Just doesn't reach, you know, a player though, unfortunately. Pacho. Fabian Ruiz. Literally, everyone wearing white boots. What is that about? Is that a new trend with PSG? That must be a partnership or something. There's no way that everyone except for Marquinhos is wearing white boots. Oh, you got... no, I was saying, is that Douay? I was in mid-sentence. I was like saying, who is that? And then I was like, Douay. So, yeah. Even Donnarumma's wearing white boots. What is going on? Why is everyone wearing white boots? And Douay's initial skill there, brilliant. Chips it around, just doesn't go in. That's great from Douay. If I ever get famous, I'll have to invite Douay on for a birthday stream. Me and him sharing the same birthday. It's going to be a little tussle there. Kimi and Bowie. And it's going to be won back by PSG. Foul by FC Bayern München. Yeah, it was a brilliant skill by Nuno Mendes to win that one. Vitinha. And Vitinha is going to pass over to Hakimi. Now to Douay. And let's see what Douay will do. Passes to Fabian. Fabian Ruiz gives a nice dink over. Trying to find Hakimi. Run on the side. It's going to be a free kick for Bayern. Foul by Hakimi. Let's see if this was a foul. Nah, it's just a dive by Kingsley. Bro, he hit the Sue in his complaint. He was like, Sue. Okay. I think Tart is going to... Noy is going to take the free kick there. Nuno Mendes needs to stop dribbling the attackers or else his price tag will be higher than Yamal. I know. It's going to make it impossible for Real to buy him. The ref stinks. Yeah, this ref is average, I got to say. I do agree. Anthony Taylor, of course, he's one of the worst referees of all time. Gnabry trying to find a through ball there. That's a brilliant through ball. Olise takes the shot. Oh, my goodness. How did that not go in? Olise. Wow. Where's this Anthony Taylor? I know. And then the next referee. Do you know, guys, I said this on my 4 a.m. stream. The referee for the Real Madrid game is the ref that gave the red card to Asensio. How is he reffing another Real Madrid game? How? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, that was so close by Elise there. It's going to be a goal kick. Donnarumma's going to take this one. No way this goes to extra time 0-0. That is crazy if that happens. And Donnarumma takes the goal kick down the field. Just a little missed header by Kvaratskhelia. One back by Jonathan Tah. Olise is just, you know, he's him. Yeah, Olise was so close there. It's going to be a free kick for Bayern München. Or is it a throw-in? Something. I think it's a free kick. This is going to be now Kimi taking. Just dinks that over straight out. It's going to be a... What? Okay, I think it got headed out there, I think, by Kvaratskhelia. I was going to say, I thought he dinked it straight out there. Back to Manuel Neuer there. Pass from Meccano. Neuer finds a long ball to Elise. That was a brilliant pass from Neuer. And here's Elise now. Passes it in, and it's just going to be cleaned up there by Fabian Ruiz. And good pressure from Bowie. Wins a throw-in for Bayern. Now Bowie throws to Elise. Elise. Kimi. Kimi finds Pavlovic. Pavlovic passes in to Koeman. Back to Kimi. And now it goes over to Leymar. The amount of L refs are insane. I'd rather reject an illegal paycheck from a team than get hated by the world. I know exactly. Neuer just under heavy pressure there from Paddy. He manages to get the pass off, and that just shows Neuer's quality, really. Just shows him as still one of the best keepers in the world. Elise now with the ball. Cross from Elise. That was a good cross. Just cleared away by Douay, I think cleared that one. Yeah. Nabry. Nabry really growing that afro out, I gotta say. Finds a through ball there, Nabry, and it just is collected by Donnarumma. Neuer, always cool under pressure. I know he never looks stressed when he has the ball. I gotta say, it's always, a nice, confident pass out. And now it's Nuno Mendes finding Jan Neves. Back to Pacho. Pacho to Donnarumma. Harry Kane providing some pressure for Bayern. Harold has kind of been ghosting this game, I gotta say. Kind of been ghosting. Didn't really expect that from him. I thought he would be a bit better this one, but no. And there's a foul on Douay. He's just holding his face. Yellow card for Lamar. Let's have a look here. Oh, he gets a knee in the face there. That is bad. How is that not a, That is very bad. Wow. When do I think Dembele comes on? Lima, first of all, missed the next match. I think he'll come on like the 73rd, 74th. Maybe he comes on now for Douay. Maybe. Baldini Taylor. I'm surprised that wasn't actually checked for a, yeah, back-to-back yellows for Lima. That's why he missed the next match. Yeah, that's an instant. That should be a red. That's what I was saying. Don't know how that's not checked for a red card, to be honest, because he literally kicks him straight in the face with a knee. Like, I mean, I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you guys think that was soft, but it literally, his knee goes straight into his face like that. There's not even a ball attempt there, really. Why is your leg that high? I think Dembele will come on. Yep. Dembele's coming on now for Douay. It looks like Douay's injured. That's why I was thinking an instant red. Surprised it wasn't. Baldini Taylor. Once again, back at this one. Dembele coming on. Douay coming off, it looks like. Don't think Douay is happy about the referee not giving a red card for that. It's not Douay coming off, is it? Wait, who is coming off here? Dembele is subbing on for Douay. Douay's number's 29, right? No, Barcola. Douay's still playing. Barcola's subbing off. Dembele's coming on for Barcola. Surprise, Douay's still playing. Even the championship when Anthony Taylor's refereeing Portsmouth is still trash. I know, because he's always trash. Yeah, Barcola coming off, and Douay is still staying on here. Surprise. I did think Douay was going to come off because of that injury, but he's still on. He's not looking happy. He's looking very annoyed at the referee. Now it's getting scary. Yeah, Dembele coming on. It's scary there for Bayern, potential Ballon d'Or winner. So many potential Ballon d'Or winners on this PSG team. And Jan Neves takes back. It's now going to be with Fabian. Vitinha. Vitinha finds a through ball over to Hakimi. Little chip to Douay. Now back to Hakimi. Back all the way to Marquinhos. Douay, he's not tough. Then he'll activate his beast mode. Yeah, when Douay's mad, he turns on, the fire and the flames. Maybe he's mad enough now that he'll start doing it. Vitinha, just, with ease getting past the players. Nuno Mendes, oh my goodness. This is the guy that should be winning the Ballon d'Or. What a guy. Still bringing up the field here. And that's a very, very close slide tackle by Harry Kane. My goodness. What a slide tackle by Kane there. Now Kane's holding his face. Wow, this is starting to turn into a bit of a brawl here, I gotta say, guys. A lot of tensions building up between these two teams. I do think it's going to emit soon. They're doing very rough tackles on each other. Slide by Harry Kane. That barely got the ball. That barely touched it. And then Kvaratskhelia not even hitting his face. Let's be honest, Kane, you completely dove there, Harold. Yeah, aggressive game, a lot of tension, exactly. That's a red because I don't see much ball. I mean, that's crazy. Are we in South America? Exactly, It's PSG Bayern's turning into River Plate versus, River Plate versus Boca, I guess. I'd say River Plate versus Monterey is the closest we've seen to a game like this, you know, where the tackles were like, you know, that and the diving and all that. Manuel Neuer taking the free kick, which shouldn't have been a free kick, but anyway. And Neuer, let's see where he sends us. Neymar versus Argentina, yeah. And that is a good free kick by Neuer. It's just going to be tidied up, though, by Pacho. Sent out down the field. Upamecano gets a touch there. Bowie. Now Tata. Now over to Neymar. Neymar in 2021 Copa America final, if I'm trying to be precise. Yeah, exactly. I know the one you're talking about. Little through ball there by Neymar. It just goes out. It's going to be a throw-in for Bayern. Gnabry, little pass back to Neymar. And then there's a pass all the way back to Manu. Manu gives a ball. That is very bad from Manuel Neuer. He has to go and slide tackle himself. He actually did the side tackle, and it just goes wide. Whoa. Oh my goodness, Manuel Neuer almost made a mistake there leading to a goal. He is lucky he saved himself. His pass intercepted by Kvaratskhelia. Here's a brilliant slide tackle. This guy's like an on-field player. And then it just goes to the side. How did Dembele not finish that? I know. How did he miss that? It's an open goal. It's an open goal, Dembele. You didn't even have to kick it that quick. Could have been the slowest kick in the world, and you would have made that in. I know. Neuer is really wanting to play on field. I feel like that, it was Auckland versus Bayern. Not to be disrespectful for Auckland, but, maybe if Neuer wanted to play on field, he should play it up front in that game, and play, one of the substitute goalkeepers at the back. Now, get Kane some goalkeeping practice, Harry Kane. I swear he was a good goalkeeper that one time. And it's Elise. Now to Harry Kane. Pass over to Lema. Lema might take a shot here. No, he tries to dribble through, and that's going to be cleaned up by João Neves. There's a through ball just given to Ta for no reason. Elise. One touch. Kane. When Pep was at Bayern, he tried to play Neuer in midfield. Yeah, because Neuer is just that guy for a cup game against some low division team. There's a shot by Kimi. Just goes over. If you guys knew as well, Eintracht Frankfurt, when they versed a very low division team, I don't know if it was, I think it was a club friendly, they versed a low, trapped the goalkeeper in striker, and he scored a hat-trick. And let's have a look here. What's going to happen in this game? And there's a yellow card coming out on the bench. Yeah, there's lag, I know. It says here the YouTube's not receiving enough. It's just my laggy thing. Yeah. Sorry about lag. Is it fixed? I think it's fixed. Okay. It's fixed. Okay, we good? Also, I just noticed Doué's lips completely bleeding there. Just noticed. Okay, that's good. Yellow card for Doué. For diving. That is interesting. Anthony Taylor does not know what he's doing. Absolute NPC referee. Neuer taking the goal kick. Combe versus Hakimi is crucial. Yeah, exactly. What's weird about that lag point as well is that the game didn't actually lag out. It was just the YouTube stream. And it wasn't even the YouTube stream. It was Streamlabs was still running, saying it was fine. YouTube said it wasn't. So that's kind of weird. Don't know why it does that. YouTube. I think it's on them, to be honest. But yeah, we should be good now. Let me know who you're voting for player of the match. For me, probably going to be Donnarumma at the moment. 77th minute for this game. Still 0-0. Very surprised. Thought there was going to be more goals, but no. Vitinha is going to take this free kick. And Vitinha is going to pass back to Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha chips it over release. Finds Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes, Doué, Kvaratskhelia. Passes off. That was not a great pass from Kvaratskhelia. And here we go. Here's a chance for Bayern. And that is a completely bad hold up there from Harry Kane. It's now back with PSG. Kane trying to get back in defense here for this one. It's now Jan Neves in the box. Passes over. There's a shot from Doué. And it's a goal for PSG in the 77th minute. It was Doué. And he took that one great. On the referee there, hit the silence emote at the ref, and then he turned around and scored. He is him. He is him. Harry Kane absolutely cost the team that one. Yeah, good thing they didn't sub him off because he's so good. Harry Kane cost the team there. Jan Neves just cutting back, passing it to Doué. He takes the shot. Nothing is going to stop that. Someone must have told him he's not him. And that is a goal of such quality and class there from Doué. You know, he just really does so well to hit that one. He curls it around into the space. Kimi, Tart, no idea where that was going. Neuer couldn't have stopped that. He already managed to start moving right. So when he went to dive, it was already a slip. And Doué went and did it. There, Harry Kane to blame for that one. He's really cost his team here. And substitutes are going to be coming on now. Yeah, Neves did a brilliant tackle on Harry. And Doué is coming off. Doué is going to be coming off here. Zaire Omri and Lucas Hernandez are coming on. And coming off is going to be... Who is this? I think Doué and... Who else? Doué and who? I can see whoever else came off there. What's wrong with Doué's lift? Because he got kneed in the face by Lamer. They haven't showed who's come off here. By the way. 2 substitutes have occurred for Vincent Kompany's side as well. Kingsley Coman and Pavlovic have come off. And on it has come Thomas Müller and Goretzka. Müller is on. DAZN's doing a very bad job in the substitutes. I got to say, they have not announcing them properly. They are doing a very, very bad job at it. Also, the referees in this competition haven't been announcing the subs properly as well. Doué and Fabian Ruiz have come off here. And Lucas Hernandez and Zaire Omri have come on. So playing a more defensive lineup now. 10 minutes to go for this game. I still think it's a 1-1 here, to be honest. Thomas Müller. Nah, don't disrespect Thomas like that. Grandpa Thomas. Bro scored such a good goal as well. He scored an acrobatic goal against Auckland. Yeah. And Müller for the comeback. Let's hope so. You know, Müller to stay in this comp. You know, otherwise this is his final game for Bayern. It's going to be a real sad one if this is his final game for Bayern Munich. I would have loved to see him play in the semis, but... I mean, in the quarters, but... Wait, semis? Quarters? What am I saying? Semis. It's because I saw on the side there, I saw the stupid semi-final symbol. I thought that was them telling that this game is a semis. I just realized, no, it's not. What the heck are you guys saying? We can see either a panic press or a really good build-up by Bayern. We'll have to see. There's a foul here, it looks like, on Joshua Kimmich. Looks like it's going to be a free kick for Bayern. Oh, it's Goretzka. Oh, Goretzka injured there. First coming on. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's just a foul. Free kick. Kimmi's going to take this one. Did a red card come out? I think a red card came out. This bro pulled this red card out there. What has just happened here? I don't know. Wait a minute. Who got the... Why did he pull a red card out? He gave Pacho a direct red card. What in the world? Is that a joke? Is that a joke, guys? There is no way No, Pacho got the red card. There is no way. And this is why Anthony Taylor is the worst referee of all time. No way he gave Pacho a red card for that tackle. Is that insane? Is that guy insane? Honestly. That is terrible. Terrible decision. No VAR check for that. That is the worst decision I have ever seen on the field. It's like, as well. No, it's not yellow. It's a red card. It's a red card. Pacho's off. Is this guy okay? Is Anthony Taylor honestly okay? I genuinely don't think he is. Yeah, that is a yellow card. That is a maximum yellow card. Yeah, it should have been a yellow. Exactly. I thought you meant it was the yellow card. I was going to say, but yeah. What in the world is that disgraceful, thing from there? That is just so bad from, it's such a bad... I can't even form words for that. What the heck is that decision from Anthony Taylor? Is that a joke? Is this guy a joke of a ref? Get out of the international refereeing scene, man. You don't know how to referee a single game. It's like in the... There was another game. I forgot which one it was. One of the games in this tournament, he gave a red card and it got downgraded to a yellow. Why pull out the red immediately? Just pull out the yellow and wait for the upgrade. Yeah, he didn't give one when Douay got kicked in the face, but he'll give one now to Pacho, who what? Touched him with the cleat of his shoe on another shoe. That is not a red card. Yellow card all day, every day only. Elise, cross coming in. Cleared away. Well, PSG have got a real disadvantage here if Bayern score. That is disgraceful. Worst refereeing of all time, I think. Yeah, sack him. sack Anthony Taylor. How is he a ref? How's this guy honestly a ref? He is just so bad. I hope he's not reffing the final. I honestly hope he isn't, because he is just the worst referee ever to exist on the planet. Like, I'm not even joking. There are no more words that can describe how bad of a ref you have to be to literally give up that. Yeah, next goal wins now, because if Bayern score, it's over for PSG. I don't think they're coming back with 10 men now against Bayern, who are just so dominant in this game. That is the worst decision I've ever seen from Anthony Taylor there. That is just so bad. Also, we have to pull out the red card thing here and put it... Oops. Put that next to PSG. Well, that's a joke. Gimme game ready to cross. Cross coming in. Deep cross that headed clear. I can understand why Kvaratskhelia was subbed off, you know, and they bring on Beraldo for that extra defense. Dembele pressing heavy for Olise. Neuer now. Bayern still have to hurry. Regardless of 10 men now, they have to hurry here. Pacho missing the next game too against possibly Real. So not only is... Who's going to miss the next game? Not only is Pacho going to miss the next game, but there's some other people missing for this next game. I think Douay, maybe accumulation of yellows. I don't know. That is crazy. Pacho going to miss against Real. Most likely, unless Dortmund get through, of course. Not wanting to jinx that. Throw here to Jonathan Tutt. Now it's going to be Upamecano. Passing over to Elise. Bayern still have to put up some pressure here. Again, very surprised about that red card decision. Oh, Douay's good? Okay, I didn't know. I thought maybe you got accumulation, but yeah. Okay, so only Pacho missed, but that's still a big loss. You know, the main centre-back in that position. They're going to have to play Beraldo, you know, which he's not played too many games. He's not been the best on form. Pacho's definitely much better. Olise now. Beraldo's not that bad. It's just that, like, Pacho's just better. Little flick by Upamecano. There's a chance, and it's a goal for Bayern. Harry Kane. It looks like it might be offside. I think it is offside. 0-1. Kane gets it. Offside. Let's have a look. Is this offside? They might check it. Let's have a look here. Yeah, far offside. Far offside. No VAR check for that. That is a far offside. Yeah. Yeah, run was a bit too early. And Guerrero is coming on, and off comes number 23 for Bayern, which is going to be Bowie. So Bowie's actually coming off here. I mean, he's played a full game, basically. So when PSG now, they deserve to win after that disgraceful decision. Yeah, the decision was disgraceful by Anthony Taylor. Really was the worst decision I've ever seen in refereeing. I mean, there's been worse ones, but like, you know, games I've watched in this tournament specifically. It's when Bayern because Mueller. Yeah, I understand why for Thomas Mueller, you know, but that decision is just so poor. I'm still going to be neutral for the game, of course. 3 minutes left for this game. Really, there should have been a red card on Lamer before for kicking, you know, Douay in the face. Can't wait until we automate these new idiots. I know, exactly. Automate this NPC Anthony Taylor. Get Anthony Taylor sacked out of his job. I mean, what a guy making such poor decisions every time. I mean, he's the guy who gave Declan Rice a red card for, what, placing the free kick ball in position or touching it or something. Some horrendous decision from him there. Elise. Now we got to deal with the Real Madrid referee, you know, right, guys? Next game, we have to deal with that guy who gave Asensio a red card. Here's another cross coming in, just headed clear. Batinha clears that one away. This is kind of like the Al Hilal game at the end where they were putting so much pressure up. PSG, goal kick. There's going to be about, you know, probably 5 minutes additional here because of how much pressure there was. Kompany's going to be hoping his men can get something here with a player down. Who scored? PSG. It was Douay, yep. Then Pacho got a red card. But it was a crazy red card for PSG. Pacho shouldn't have been allowed. Anthony Taylor, of course, always center of controversy, as I always say. Loves to make it about him. I've got to say, Michael Oliver, big respect for this tournament. He actually was decent. But, yeah, Anthony Taylor, absolute joke as per usual. Robots is the only solution. Upamecano back to Neuer. They have to bring the ball down the field here, Bayern. I don't know why they're playing it out the back here. They really need to start bringing this ball down the field. And this is now Lamer, who should have been off. Elise. Elise brings it over to the centre here. It's going to be Kimi. And now it's going to be through to the middle, Guerrero. Harry Kane. Elise. Here we go. Elise is probably going to play it back there. Kimi passes that one back to Upamecano. Back to Kimi. Little pass to Upamecano. He's running through. Upamecano gives it. What the heck is he doing? Is bro trying to throw the game? Is that guy okay? Upamecano, what are you doing? 6 minutes additional. Lucky they've got 6 minutes additional. That was terrible gameplay from Upamecano. I know, is bro trying to throw the game on purpose? Like, honestly. Genuine disgraceful. Took a shot for no reason. Should have really played that one out nice and smooth. Pass through over to the side there for Bayern. There's a cross coming in deep. And it's just going to be headed clear once again. This is the same as Hilal versus PSG. Hilal versus Fluminense at the end here, where one side just trying to attack all the time here now. Dembele long ball. And trying to get that Zé. He does get it. Yeah, shocking ref, exactly. Hakimi now back into the defense here. We could see the final substitute be used for Lee Kang-in. I can expect that to happen. Or Goncalo Ramos for PSG. They've got one sub left. Smash like for trash referees. PSG is still trying to press. Yeah, which is good. You know, love to see the press. Red card! Another red card! PSG just got another red card there. Lucas Hernandez. Another red card from Anthony Taylor. Is this guy mentally okay? That is absolutely nothing. That is not a red card. That is absolutely nothing. Nah, what is this? A direct red. No check from the VAR. Anthony Taylor, the worst referee of all time, guys. Well, it's confirmed. He is the absolute worst referee of all time. A double red card decision. Is this guy mentally okay? I don't think he is. I'm sorry, guys. He is just so bad. Genuinely the worst ref ever I've ever seen. I've never seen a ref this bad. How can you be that bad at refereeing? I have to put the red card on here now. I've got 2 reds. Taken to the hospital for sure. What is this decision-making skills from him? Double red card. Is bro okay? Nah, this is so bad. What the heck is that decision? That's the second. Yeah, that is side betting on Bayern. He must be. There's no way that this guy is a real referee. 2 red cards for nothing. There is no way. I kind of want PSG to win now too, just because of this refereeing performance is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I mean, it's not Bayern's fault if they're not like in with it, but you know, that is so bad. That I hope PSG appeal these decisions, because they are just the worst decisions I've ever seen. Everyone at the back, yeah, because, you know, you're missing so many people. There's another clearance. And welcome, CDF, to the stream. Hope you're doing well. That is disgusting. How can he get away with it? He should have his refereeing license revoked. Honestly. Should be a revoked license here for him. 2 red cards. That is a disgraceful decision from him. Not deserved at all. Not deserved. The fact that Lucas Hernandez one was a direct red as well. It wasn't even yellow. A direct red for not even touching him. What? It hits here, and it's not even a touch. He just is running in animation, and it gets a hit. Direct red, that is now. Another missed chance of Bayern. It's going to be PSG a goal kick again. I know, next goal is wins 100%, because there's no way PSG will win with 2 guys down. Yep, 2 red cards for PSG. Disgusting refereeing. Disgusting. And this is Anthony Taylor at his peak. You know, this is what he does. It's what he does. I know, if they win, he's destroying them. It doesn't matter. Even if they win this game, they're destroyed now. Lucas Hernandez gone. Pacho gone. Defense gone against possibly Real Madrid. And we see their attack there. Let me guess. Imagine another red card. That would be crazy. Mr. Center of Attention. 100% he is. He's that guy with center of attention. And this is going to be now with Bayern at the back. One last attack. Yeah, I mean, there's probably going to be, you know, another additional minutes of extra time, because, you know, he's probably going. Looks like he's going for Bayern here with how he's refereeing this one. Here we go. PSG counter. If they score here, they've won. There is no way they can mess this one up. There's a shot from Dembele. It hits the crossbar and bounces out. Oh, no. Zelmari takes a shot. That is so unlucky from Dembele. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. They just have to hold the ball up, really. You know, there's a couple of seconds left. Fabian Ruiz skilling through. There's a shot from Dembele. It's a goal, and it's won. The game is won by PSG. Take that, Anthony Taylor. Get absolutely destroyed there. Trying to absolutely fumble a team for no reason. Like, sorry, Bayern supporters, but really, that is disgraceful from Anthony Taylor. This is deserved. Deserved now. And hopefully their decision's going to get appealed too. That guy is an absolute joke of a referee. Never ref a game again. I know, Anthony Taylor, big deserving there. It's not even now Bayern versus PSG. It's just PSG versus Anthony Taylor, because what an absolute joke he is. And Dembele does Jota's celebration. What respect from Dembele. He does Jota's celebration. That is so much respect from him. That is big respect from Ousmane Dembele doing Diogo Jota's celebration there as he scores the winner for his team. And yeah, it literally is disgraceful refereeing, though. A European referee doing PSG versus Bayern, that shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be Anthony Taylor. I mean, any referee would be better than Anthony Taylor, let's be honest. And there we go. Nice and easy W there. I know. Shush to Anthony Taylor. Smash like if you hate Anthony Taylor. I know he's losing his bet now. He did Jota's celebration. Big respect to Dembele. Really big respect. Vitinha gives him a hug for that one. WPSG there. Sorry, Bayern fans. I know a lot of you in the chat as well. I love watching Bayern, especially Thomas Mueller's final game for them. So sorry, Thomas, but Anthony Taylor has really put me off Bayern winning this one just because very disgraceful gameplay from him. He's probably going to add like 4 minutes additional on this, as well. Probably going to have, extra additional minutes that aren't even listed. We're already going over, here by 2 minutes. Already extra time is up. Elise takes the shot. Curled away. Chance for Bayern here to get one back. I mean, it's not going to matter. There's no way they lose from here, PSG. Donnarumma touches. There's a little confliction in the box there. Anthony Taylor probably going to call something or other. He's given penalty. He's given a penalty. Anthony Taylor has given a penalty for Bayern. Penalty for Bayern. He's given. This guy is cheating. He's cheating. He's cheating. Anthony Taylor penalty given. Not a penalty. Absolutely rigged. Absolutely rigged. This guy is insane. He gave a penalty. That is crazy. Is this guy okay? He's not even hiding it. He should be out of refereeing now. There is no way. What a disgrace. What an absolute disgrace. He's still playing on as well. 2 minutes over. He's not even checking the VAR. VAR exists. He's not checking it. Yeah, he's done hiding his, his biasness here. I mean, it says they're checking. I guarantee you he's just going to override the decision. Let's be honest here. Leave the sport before the sport leaves you. Just leave it in general. It should never become a referee, this disgraceful ref. How bad do you have to be to lose with 2 or more men? Also, this is the worst game Neuer has played in a while. And as well, this is the worst refereeing performance ever. I got to say, this is now the worst refereeing performance I've ever seen in my life. He's checking the monitor. Go check it, mate. You absolutely hacker. Absolute cheat. Disgusting from this referee. Disgusting. I mean, if the game was over then, fair enough. I could have said the game was over, but he's made it worse. He's actually making it worse. There's no contact there. Go and give the pen. Denied. Hurry up. Absolutely disgraceful referee. Chelsea, yeah, no, this is reminding me of that. That is disgraceful. I mean, PSG should win this. There's no way they don't. No way he gives that contact. That is not contact. This is a joke if he gives a penalty. Let's hear what he announces. Come on, start yapping it up. Let's see if he points to the spot. And let's see. What are you going to give, my guy? The game should be over in the first place. Why is there so much extra time? 4 minutes over, He's still explaining it. I haven't seen him point to the spot yet. And I think he gave no penalty. Finally, you actually made a good decision. Why? Because the VAR actually decided to step up. What an absolute loser. Absolute loser. Should never even call the penalty in the first place. Is that guy joking? In that play there, calling the penalty in the first place. How is that even considered for a penalty? I don't even get how that can be considered. Deserved PSG win. Why is he still playing on the game as well? Why is the game still going? Are you going to call full time? It's been, 5 minutes over. There we go. Shut up, Anthony Taylor. Get the shush emote in your face, my guy. Just get retired. Leave refereeing. You're an absolute joke. Luis Enrique hugging up Vincent Kompany. Close game there. Joke of a game. We got, an actual game coming up, though, in 2 hours. We got the Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund game, where we've got another controversial ref. We've got Ramon Abati, who gave the red card to Asensio for absolutely no reason. So we're going to have this dishonorable discharge. I know, he should be kicked out. Just get out of the refereeing association. Absolute joke of a referee. Genuinely don't know how he's still a ref. Yes, and I'll see the comment before I end this one, Loka. That is really, just such poor from him. So poor. Let's have a look at the shortened one. Which one did you post it on, Loka? Which comment section? What will happen with PSG next match? Well, they miss Lucas Hernandez and they miss Pacho for the next match. Doué got player of the match as well. Here. I see it. Short version. Anthony, Rashford, Malacia recalled and transfer listed. Onana, Lindelof, Shaw, Casemiro, Dalot, Ericsson, Garnacho, Mount, and Højlund transferred. Højlund left, Cunha signed, Dalot left, Vanderson signed, Onana left, Martinez signed, Bayern Deer left, Valles signed, Ericsson left, Steen signed. Incredible player. I'll look him up, okay, for sure. Lindelof's left, Ahmed Zoidik signed. Garnacho left, Yildiz signed. Yep, what a player he is. Agree. Maguire left, Ampdal signed. Rashford left, and Buemo. Yep. Shaw left, De Kuiper signed. And I'll look him up too. Thank you. So there's the starting 11. De Kuiper, left back, Martinez, Deli, Vanderson, Ugarte, Menu, Fernandez, Fernandes, Buemo, Yildiz, Cunha. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Who's going to ban him? Yeah, someone should ban him. FIFA should ban Anthony Taylor from ever refereeing a game again. But thank you as well, Loka, as well, for putting, you know, such a in-depth comment as well. Look at your full in-depth one, because I really did enjoy reading that part when there was thing. Anthony Taylor had a bet on that game. 100% he did. There's no doubt about it. Hopefully the next referee is actually going to turn up and be an actual normal one. I know he's not the right ref, because we've got another very contro ref going into that game for Real Madrid. But let's just hope he's not that controversial. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this one. If you did enjoy, like is always appreciated. Sub is always appreciated. And I will see you for the next match in about 10, 11, 2 hours. Okay. Yeah, the right team won that one in the end. I mean, sorry for Thomas Mueller. I feel very unfortunate for him. But, yeah, the right team in the end did win, because that was disgusting from Anthony Taylor. It really was. But, yeah, thank you, guys, and goodbye. W's in the chat. W stream.